Yeah, this one might be pretty complicated.
Divination. Does this really have meaning though? I'm a tarot master.
What's up guys, it's DJ.Do.Daddy and welcome to this video, which is all about me experimenting with different types of divination, but mainly I'll be using tarot and doing readings with those cards. I filmed this video way back in May, so none of our house was packed up, and like looking back on it, it's a little interesting because I'm talking about AP exams and stuff, but now school's over, so I hope that won't annoy you guys too much, but let's just get on into it. I am starting a new challenge today, and the only goods that I have are this book of divination, just like introduction type stuff, and then I have these cat tarot cards which my mom got me for Easter, and I'm not sure like if these are going to be actual tarot cards that I could work with for the rest of the challenge, or if they're more just kind of like for fun. So I'm going to start by opening these. Ooh, that's what they look like. Oh, it has a book too, so I guess this is kind of unnecessary. I don't know, we'll see. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. So today, I guess I'm just gonna read through these books and then maybe take notes, and I'll come back to you tomorrow. I guess it's gonna be a lot of memorization because like I have to know what each individual card means. Like I see this and I'm like, well, I don't know, King of Pentacles.
The simplest reading that you can do is called a daily reading, which is literally where you just shuffle the cards and then you pick the top one off. We'll see if that card like relates to what happens to me during the day or something, but I think I'll just do this for the rest of the challenge because it's pretty simple. That's how the cards want it to be, so I'll just pick the top one. Yeah, and then it says 8 on the bottom. Life is about to speed up in the best way. All the effort of chasing and jumping pays off in the form of some quick changes. In matters of the heart, a heady and unexpected romance could be on the horizon. What? I read the little booklet that I had, and it was kind of crazy. Like, I didn't realize that there's so many different types of readings you can do with card layouts and stuff. Then it got into like runes, which I think is the most confusing for me, but like Geomancy, I think I want to try that at some point. And then it was like tea leaf readings you can do too. I think it's called like Tasseomancy. Oh yeah, and then you can do it with playing cards, like regular playing cards, which is also insane. I didn't like start memorizing the meaning of any of the cards yet. I feel like it will just kind of like, as I see the cards more, I'll be able to understand them. But it's kind of crazy. Like, I was at school today, and like the art class had just put up their new like pictures, and it was of tarot cards. Like, they made their own custom tarot cards. Okay, I'm letting Bella get her spirits into the cards. Today I'm going to be using some playing cards to get an answer to the question that I have been wondering for a while, and that is, am I going to be happy with the AP scores that I get? Because tomorrow is my first AP exam out of 3. Yip-de-doo. And I'm just wondering if I'm going to be happy. Like, I don't need a 5, so I'm just supposed to shuffle all the cards and then pick 3 from the deck. Oh, 1 fell out. That's gonna be the first one, I guess. We want them all to be red because that would be yes, and all black would be a no. Here we go. So this means qualified yes. We can also look at the individual meaning of each of these cards. The 3 of clubs represents a fight, and then the rest are diamonds. 5 is a reward for good choices, and 8 means unexpected money is coming my way, everybody. Awesome, great to know. So today I was gonna do some geomancy stuff, but like, it's really complicated. It's supposed to be like, you put dots on paper and then you can get an answer or something, but I don't know what I'm doing. But today, the card that I got, it was like talking about how I need to go with my instincts. And on the AP Lit exam, basically I was running out of time, so I just had to guess on the last section of the multiple choice. So let's just hope that the instincts worked out. Okay, I'm searching for a dice because
We need to use that for Geomancy. I mean, we don't need to, but I'm gonna. So, no, I don't know. It's always so difficult to find dice in this place. Well, come on, there has to be die. What game would be most likely to have die? Monopoly? Yeah, Monopoly, for sure, for sure. What? That Monopoly was an illusion. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I have secured a die. A die? Oh my god, grammar, please. I have my page set up like this. So it just has 8, then 4, 2, and 1. Basically, when we get down to 1, that's gonna be my answer. But how it works is you roll the die, and then you see that is 1, so it is an odd number. So I would put 1 dot. Then I would roll it again. It's a 3, so that's also odd. So I'd put another dot. And I do that 4 times. We got a 6, which is even, to make one little figure just like this. And this figure it's called Poyer, and it means like a fiery spirit or whatever. Once I fill out the rows, then I'll just kind of combine these two into one, and then combine those, and then it literally just works its way down to just one figure. My question is gonna be, will I enjoy college? The results are in. It's made just like all even, 2, 2, 2, 2, and that symbol is called populace. It means the people, family, friends, and community. I think that's good, that I'm gonna have like a community in college. I'm gonna feel like I belong there. That's pretty good. I'll take that as an answer. I just looked at my 2 witnesses, and yikes, guys. They were in the shape of a misso, I think. A missio. And that represents loss and just negative outcome. That's literally what it says. So it says if your witnesses are negative but the judge is positive, then that means you have victory after a lot of struggle. Today I'm gonna give myself my first tarot reading, and it's just gonna be a really simple spread with 1 card to represent the past, 1 for the present, and 1 for the future. And this is because I really only know the basics currently. I know that there's the major arcana cards, which represent kind of more drastic changes, and then the minor arcana cards, which are more everyday stuff. And that the minor arcana cards are made up of 4 different groups. Suits. And they are wands that represent fire, cups that represent water, and then swords for wind, and pentacles for earth. I'm gonna pull out 3 cards. Okay, and this is gonna represent my past, present, future. Cool, let's look at the past card. Okay, we have the King of Pentacles. So in the past, this means that I was deeply focused on achieving success and abundance. So it's warning kind of that having stuff is great, but I should just try and make the most of what I get. Now for the present. Oh, we have the Ace of Swords. Oh no, and this cat is getting their finger clipped. This symbolizes a new beginning and the spawn of new ideas, thoughts, and plans. Okay, that is kind of true, because like I'm gonna go into college, and like it recommends that I am open to new ideas, feelings, and opinions. Getting your claws trimmed is good for you. You have to do it even if you don't like it. And then finally, for my future, oh, okay. I'm not sure what this cat is doing here. In the future, it'll be time for me to relax. It may look like I'm being lazy, but I need to allow my mind to reset. For me right now, like just doing this is kind of just like a meditative thing. I look at the meanings of the cards, and I just kind of see if I can apply them in my life, learn something from what the cards mean, but I don't really take it too seriously. I gave the fam some readings today, and obviously I had to use the book still, so it wasn't perfect, but getting somewhere, like being able to do it with another person, it's like another whole dimensional thing, you know? Some insight into their lives, kind of crazy. Today I got a card that I had already gotten before, but it was actually crazy to me like how many different meanings there can be for one card, because like it kind of related to my life in a different way than when the first time I got it. So I've been like comparing both books, and they have very different like
definitions for what the cards mean. Some of them, like this one is like kind of less specific, and this one will give more details, and it relates to cats. So I've been mostly going with this one, but it's kind of crazy how there's so much difference. AP exams are complete, which means that I can now move on to kind of memorizing the tarot cards. I don't want to call it memorizing, but yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to what the meanings of all the cards are if I want to do actual readings. So I'm gonna kind of mash these babies together and make a Quizlet study set. So I did all the major arcana cards, which is only 22, and there's like 56 minor arcana, which I'll do tomorrow. A system has been put in place where I'll do one suit every day, put that onto the Quizlet, and then we'll be done by like halfway through the challenge, so I can just learn them all and then start doing actual readings. Yay! I did the suit of cups and then swords today as well, so that means we only have to do pentacles tomorrow and the Quizlet will be complete. We did it, everybody. All 84 cards have been created, so now is just the hard part, memorizing all of them. And I also didn't include reverse cards because it's kind of just the opposite of what the card normally means. But like I said earlier, I'm still not really sure like how I feel about reverse cards because it kind of bums everything out, although there are some cards that reversed actually equivalate. I know equivalate's not a word. I think it should be a word, but anyway, that's besides the point. Some reverse cards are good. I don't know how I feel about it. I think how this is gonna work is that I'm gonna set a 30-minute timer, and then I'm just gonna really focus and try to get down as many cards as possible, and I'll pick up like where I stop at for tomorrow. Yesterday I made it through all of the major arcana cards, but I was kind of forgetting what the actual card looked like, so I think I'm just gonna go through randomly and pick a card and see if I can tell what it means. So this card, okay. This is the 3 of Wands. And it means pay attention to everything around you. Try to gain a new perspective on life while at the same time remaining focused on your goals and trying to follow through with your goals. Sometimes we have to turn around to shift our perspective. With concentration and focus, the big picture shifts more clearly into view. Oh, we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is a major arcana card. So the Queen kind of represents someone who has power with others instead of over others. So you want to try and do that and then make a good path for yourself. Someone who is loving, supportive, strong, and creative. Takes a pause-on approach and it has high standards. That was a little off, not gonna lie. We have 2 of Cups. Okay, I'm gonna say this is like there's gonna be someone in your life who comes and you should try and work with them, but don't like balance out your efforts from like helping people, but also like paying attention to yourself. This card is about unions and partnerships of all sorts. You may find yourself in a new romance or just realization of balance, harmony, peace, and partnership in other areas. I'm gonna continue kind of this process, just picking random cards, and I think that'll help me learn. Bye! Hi, man. Hi. I don't know. I was just coming out here to vlog, and okay, he's really into it. So today, okay, and they're fighting now. Okay, wow. As I was saying, today what I did was I went through every single card. I looked at the definitions of each of them, just like as they came up on the deck, and I figured out what my 2 favorite cards are, guys. They're the 4 of Wands and the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is like the wish card, so it means like your wish is gonna be fulfilled, so it's just like really positive. And then the 4 of Wands, it's like this really cool field of catnip, and it just gives off really nice vibes. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, right guys? Huh? Right? What are you doing there, buddy? What are you doing, huh? What are you doing? What are you doing? Memorizing these cards is actually pretty difficult. Like, I go on Quizlet, but like all of them just turn into one.
My tarot card this morning said that something bad had happened to me. And I was like, that's probably not true. That kind of stuff has been happening a lot. So I think I'm gonna switch it up and do some runes now. And to do that, I have to go outside, find 24 rocks, and then draw the symbols on so that I can pull 3 out and figure out what those mean. Oh yeah, I found the jackpot, baby. All right, I'm gonna paint these, I guess. Now I'm gonna let all of these dry and we can get a reading.
Later.
I'm back and all the rocks have dried. They're in the bag, so I'm gonna pull out 3. Okay, this first one is called Rado. I'm so sorry if I pronounced these wrong, but it means that I am on the right path and I just need to enjoy the journey. Then we have Manaz, and it means that it's a time for self-reflection for me right now. And then this final one is called Algiz, and it has to do with protection. It means that I am being protected by people in positions of power, like spirits. That was pretty interesting. Okay guys, I'm gonna pick out 1 card, and my question is, how am I doing in this challenge? So we can hopefully take advice from this card. Okay, wow, there it is, baby. Knight of Wands means you are being controlled by your impulsive nature. There's nothing wrong with spontaneity, except when it affects your ability to follow through. So don't get bored halfway through the game and walk away. Okay, I see what it's saying, so it thinks that I'm getting bored of tarot. A little bit true. In the spirit of that, tomorrow I'm gonna try some Tasseomancy, which is like tea leaf readings. Okay, my mom's gonna pick out some runes, so you gotta pick 3. These are what Mom got. Alright guys, normally I don't have loose leaf tea, but we made some and it looks funky. Are you supposed to drink this?
Yeah.
I taste a leaf. So while you're drinking it, you're supposed to think about a question. And my question is gonna be, what should my career be? When we get down to just a little bit, then you have to flip the cup over onto a plate and see where the tea leaves land, kind of come up with images. And then the leaves that are closer to the top are gonna be stuff that's closer to me and stuff that I can control. And the stuff at the bottom is gonna be stuff that I can't control. So I don't know if we're gonna get a solid answer, probably not, but just like guidance is good enough for me. Oh no. No, I don't get it. What's that supposed to mean? Does that look like anything? It doesn't look like anything. Random test of knowledge time. I'm gonna pick out a random card and I'm gonna see if I can tell you guys the accurate like meaning of it. This one. Alright, we have the Page of Swords. Okay, so right here, this means that you're kind of uncomfortable with like where you are in life, so you have to take risks. Let's see if I just made up actual garbage or if that was actually right. Curiosity is going to insist you find out what is around the next corner, so stay on your toes. I've been meaning to journal about my tarot cards for a while now, but I only started today, and I used my right hand because I was like, might as well, you know, like combine this with my last challenge. So I think I'm gonna continue to do this like every day for the rest of the challenge. That was intense. I actually was really surprised when the timer went off because I thought it was gonna be longer. But yeah, no, I kind of failed, to be honest. I couldn't really stop thinking about thinking. And I would tell myself, like, I would be saying, breathe, breathe. But then that's just thinking about breathing. And I just wanted to breathe. Also, like, my posture sucks. You guys might be like, what does this have to do with divination? And I read an article.
Wow.
And it was about like finding your intuition or like learning to follow your instincts kind of a thing. And that is very like divination for you. Hey! The last couple days have been pretty boring. I've just been journaling what I have been getting as my tarot cards. So kind of here's all of everything that I've done. Still doing it with my right hand just because why not, you know, keep up those skills. Today I am going to try and read my hands. Palms, that's, yeah. Palm reading. I pulled up WikiHow and we're just gonna get into this. Apparently for females, the right hand is what you're born with and the left hand is what you accumulated throughout your life. It says that you can also choose your dominant hand to be your past and present and then your non-dominant hand to be your future. So I'm not sure what to do with that because that's kind of completely flipped for me. Moving on, there are 4 major lines on your hand. There's the heart line, head line, lifeline, and fate line. So apparently only some people have the fate line. I think I do. Do I? Wait, okay. Here's a snapshot of my hands. Professional palm readers, come at me. I have a line that goes right down here. Do you see it? I have a long and curvy heart line right here, and so that means that I freely express my emotions and feelings. I would say this is somewhat true, or I have tried to get to that point. I would say that my lifeline is kind of long and thick. I don't know. It's not so thick as it is long. Almost done with this challenge, so tomorrow I will finish everything out by giving myself a super advanced reading. We're gonna go so in depth, it's gonna be 10 cards and it's gonna be crazy, right Bella? Okay, see you then. I've really enjoyed experimenting with all different types of divination, but if I had to choose, my favorites were probably runes, geomancy, or palm reading because I felt most connected to like those objects that I was using. However, today to finish out the challenge, I'm going to be doing a 10-card reading and it's gonna be in the Tree of Life formation, which kind of looks like this. To represent my future, we have the 10 of Pentacles, and this means that it has taken me a long time to come reach my success, but right now, everything that I've been doing is being fulfilled, and I would say that this is true because I'm literally graduating this week, so I'm pretty hyped to just be done with all of high school, and I do feel fulfilled. Number 2 is my responsibilities, and I got the Sun card, and this is supposed to be specifically like what I have to do in my spiritual journey because it is the Tree of Life reading. Sunflowers just represent joy, so I have to find what makes me joyful and stuff that I will enjoy. It's also linked to the Leo, which is pretty crazy because I'm a Leo. Then what is holding me back, and we have the 2 of Cups here, and so you can see that both of those cats are sharing one bowl, so it kind of symbolizes like a romantic relationship, but as a limitation, it probably means that I am not good with love, and that is very true. Okay, we have the 5 of Wands here, which is supposed to represent who's going to support me on my journey. And basically this card means that I'm gonna have to like go through lots of struggles and competing to get what I deserve. And so I'm not sure how that is gonna support me. Maybe just kind of supporting myself. Okay, our reverse, the Fool, is supposed to symbolize some obstacles that I'm gonna have to surpass, and this means that I kind of have to learn to take responsibility for my own actions and see things not as what they are, but like more than that. Basically, don't overthink, and I do overthink a lot, so that is a problem. Next, we have the Empress to help us figure out what I've already accomplished, and basically just like any other ruler, they're kind of very connected to not only people, but also to nature. I don't really think I'm connected to people, but nature kind of does make sense. Then the card that is supposed to tell me what I'm looking for in a relationship or what will help like fulfill me in a relationship. I actually got the Wish card for this one, which is really cool because because it means that I'm like searching for intimacy, so you can see that they're like two cats drinking out of the same bowl. This one is intriguing. I got the 7 of Wands for my work, health, and communication. So as you can see, the cat's like up here on the top, so it has a very good advantage. And I think this is true like for my position, like I have a lot of resources that I can use. It's just kind of saying that even though I might be like outnumbered by other people, I have the higher ground, so I am in control ultimately. Now for the stuff that I might not even be aware of, and we have the reverse King of Wands here. So you can see like the King of Wands, very, very powerful leader. Reversed, it kind of means that I lack decisiveness. And yeah, I am not very good at making decisions because like I said before, I overthink a lot of the time. And I think that's aware to me. Maybe there's something deeper that's not aware to me about like leadership, because I like being a leader, but at the same time, like it's a lot of pressure and I don't really have the communication skills necessary. Finally, for my physical self and my relationship to the world, we got the reverse Knight of Wands, and this reminds me that I just need to focus on what is right in front of me, like this toy, and do that, you know, kill that toy or whatever, and then move on to the next thing instead of trying to take on so much at once. And I'm not really sure how that relates to my physical self. That one's a little sus for me. I don't know. This was fun. I will definitely keep doing tarot and divination stuff in my day-to-day life because I don't know, I find it fascinating. You can think what you want to think. Who knows if it's actually real, but I don't really care because it does make me think about like what I want in a relationship, what I want for my work and that kind of stuff. But yeah, it was an interesting one. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. And which type of divination are you guys most interested in? Let me know. I'll see you guys next week with another video. Bye. There's a mosquito. No, no. There's a mosquito. I'm gonna kill it. Get it. It's alive. It's still alive. What do I do? What do I do? I'm so afraid of it. It's on the side. It's on the side. Do you freaking see this, lad? It's on the side there. That is freaking spooky.